Hey Pisces, welcome to Star Tarot. This is your mid-month December 2018 sneak peek, what you don't see coming. If you are returning to my channel, I do want to thank you so much for doing so. Thanking all of you that have taken the time to comment, like, share, subscribe. All of those things have just been so great, so motivating, and inspiring me to continue to do what I do here on this channel, which I love. And if you are tuning in for the first time, I welcome you aboard. I do want to say that this message will not resonate with everyone. There is no way it possibly can. But don't let that discourage you. Just pick up what I'm putting down that does and simply leave the rest. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So you may want to check your Moon and Rising signs to see if those particular messages speak a little more to your current situation. Or you can also book a private personal reading with myself. Right now I'm doing a $40 holiday special. You get 2 readings for $40, so you're getting one and getting a second one for half off. You can choose to gift the second one for the holidays for someone, or you can choose to keep it for yourself. So that is the special. The information to book is down below. Also, I am using, for majority of your reading, the Fountain Tarot deck. So if you are interested in this deck or any other clarifying decks that I happen to use here, you can just go into the description, click on the links, and it'll take you right into my personal Amazon store to give you some more details and allow you to purchase them rather quickly. So that is that. The other thing you're going to want to keep in mind is that time is fluid. So some of these events may have already started to happen, may happen in the next couple of days, few weeks, and possibly flow into the months forward. I will tell you right now that for some of you, this message is going to flow well past January. I'm seeing like mid-February. So this is really good. This is a very good message. I can't wait to deliver it to you. So let's just get right into it. Okay, Pisces? So what we're looking at here is the foundation of this reading. So the foundation being what your overall energy is or how you will be here in the near future. I'm very excited because number one, with this particular deck, the Fountain card comes out, and this is the most unique card of the whole deck. This does not come out a lot. You know, this isn't something that just pops out frequently like the other cards, and the deck is actually centered around this one particular card. So the good news is that with this, Pisces, you're really starting to become one within yourself. You know, you're having this awakening, this self-awakening that has already happened or will happen. And I'm talking about fully awake, like really, really knowing who you are, what your role and what your purpose is here on this earth, you know. And it's like now you can end the seeking, you know, what is it that I want? Who am I? You know, what is my purpose? There is this strong wholeness of perfection. And when I'm talking about perfection, I'm not saying that you're a perfect person, but it is a perfect, full awareness of who you are and complete acceptance, self-acceptance for who you are and what your role here is on this earth. So I am totally ecstatic to see that. So this is a very, very special reading. In Pisces, I started off with this saying that I didn't know a lot of Pisces, which I still don't. Each day I start to meet more and more signs that I wasn't naturally connected to. But there is something about your readings that brings something very, very unique. If you go back to the October and November readings, you guys were the first ones that really brought something different to the table, to my channel. Your energy, the things you guys were going through. So I really appreciate who you guys are and the energy that surrounds you guys. So I'm not surprised that you guys got this Fountain card at all. Now, what I do see coming, what I'm sneaking and I'm peeking, again, very, very positive energy here, is that there is a strong mental clarity that you guys are embodying. And that goes hand in hand with, you know, becoming one within yourself and becoming fully awake. You are going to be so clear-minded. I want to say that it was Capricorn that may have gotten this clarity card. There are a lot of signs that are becoming more self-aware, working on it, heading towards it. And only a few of you that are actually right at this point where you're going to have full mental clarity. And although this card doesn't speak about intuition per se, I feel like you're going to be able to sniff the bullshit a mile away. You're going to be able to see visions in a positive and negative direction well before anyone else does. And so this is like, goes right hand in hand with being fully awake. Now, what you're going to see for yourself and very clearly, okay, you're going to see this for yourself very, very clearly, is a series of things. And like I said, for some of you, you may have already started to see these things or start to feel this tinkering with inside of your mind and fluttering within your stomach. There's a quickening that is happening. All right, so the Page of Wands in this deck speaks about someone that is very, very enthusiastic. You know, this symbolizes being very optimistic, a new beginning, and it's almost like willing to take risks that you weren't willing to take before, being very youthful. You know, when you're younger, you're more apt to take risks than you are when you're older. And so I see this being a very, very optimistic, energized, you know, energy. You guys are very enthusiastic about the things to come. And so this is how we are starting off this mental clarity. You know, you're able to see and able to feel things that are in the positive, and it's stirring something inside that's making you very positive, very optimistic, and willing to take risks in different areas of your life. The King of Coins shows up, and the King of Coins, this is like straight up victory, okay? This also talks about good news. So when we're talking about new beginnings with the Page of Wands, you got some really good news coming your way, all right? And this is like serious. This is like really, really serious business. For some of you, this is business when it comes to income. So some of you may have some good news regarding income. I do see that for a small group of you, there is going to be some travel that happens. There could be travel that happens in business or for business. But for some of you, I see you taking the risk and saying, you know what, I've always wanted to do this. Or some of you are going to be exploring your roots here. Because when we're talking about becoming fully awake, self-aware, some of you are wanting to dig deep into your roots. So for some of you, you guys are getting excited because you are going to go travel to places that your ancestors were from, certain situations like that. So there is travel for a small few of you, but this is favorable news definitely coming your way. Now, what I do see here is that you're going to be releasing a lot of self-burdens, past hurts. You're going to be plucking these swords out one by one out of your back and releasing them into, you know, the air. You're not going to be carrying these anywhere near you because right now that goes against the energy that you are in. But along with mental clarity, there comes a need for release. And a lot of you need to release some of the past situations, past hurts. So I do see that also as a positive. Yes, it's some residue, But you do understand that in order for you to have this mental clarity and to become one and fully awake, that you do need to address the past. And you guys will be working on that in the month of December all the way through January. And I do see this being something that isn't painful. It's not strenuous. It's more so like, you know what? This is what happened. This will never happen again. How do I release this? I don't see you doing this in a reflecting on the old and reliving it, just acknowledging it and taking a moment in time to release it for what it really is. You know, it is the past. It can't go with you where you are going, because where you're going is to a higher level, okay? Now, this is going to be so beautiful because with all of this here, you are going to have a high level of integrity and wisdom, okay? And of course, I mean, when you become very self-aware and fully awake and become one within yourself and your purpose, and then you have this mental clarity, there is something that comes with wisdom here. You know, even with your past situations and the past hurts and the past people in your life, you learn lessons, you learn certain things, and that's what I'm seeing here with this Ten of Swords. You will be taking a moment to look back at the things that no longer serve you and plucking them out, and if they're already gone, understanding why that happened, how you got into that situation, how that person ended up in your life. And that is going to create a lot of wisdom and integrity within yourself. And I mean, these cards here, this together is just like so amazing. And with this mental clarity, this is like something that, I mean, this reading right here is just off the chain. I can't even describe to you what I'm seeing and feeling for you, Pisces. This is awesome. Now, as if it couldn't get any better, there is a very, very strong, passionate new beginning that is going to come out of all of this. This is what is really truly hidden. This is the element that is going to come from all of this self-awareness, this mental clarity, releasing the past, learning the lessons, having the wisdom. And so now you will be able to start something new and something that you're really, really passionate about, you know. And I see that this is going to be something that is a long time coming. I feel like this is something that you've wanted, something that you've been passionate about. This is like your heart's desire really coming to the forefront. Now, what really needs to happen here, Pisces, is a few things here. In order for all of this to play out, you know, there's going to need to be, you know, some continued self-reflection, yes, because this journey is going to take you into a very different place. You're going to be different than you've ever been before. You're never going to be the same after this experience, after this journey. So don't get disillusioned by this journey. Like, don't try to get discouraged and think like this is, because what you're going to be feeling here, it's almost going to be feeling as if this is a fantasy. Don't let that discourage you or disillusion you, because it's not a fantasy. This is very real. This is things changing into a 360 motion, okay? You're having self-reflection and you need to continue this. You're also going to need to let go of imaginary problems. And for some of you, I do think there is going to be some self-doubt. Like, could this really happen? You will feel enthusiastic at first and you will take some time to release the past, but things are going to go so well that you are not going to be able to believe it. You're going to be wondering, is this an illusion? Is this a fantasy? Is this really going to happen? And you might almost create imaginary problems. We'll wonder if this happens, or self-sabotage. A lot of times when success is coming, there are excuses that we make in order for us not to really walk in our purpose or to follow through towards these goals. And so what you need to do is just be aware of this energy, because it's going to be such a high that it's going to seem fairy tale, and it's almost going to make you feel like it's an illusion. And honey, when I tell you, it's not. So what you need to do is get rid of that energy and replace it with this. This is confidence. This is someone that is really confident in who they are and what they're bringing to the table, and very confident on, what is going to happen for them. This is someone that is like, you know what, I'm not taking no for an answer. I've put in the work. You're also going to have some financial security, some luxury, and some resources that you didn't have before. So just know that utilizing these tools and really understanding that it is your time to have this financial security, that you are safe and sound, is going to give you not only security but confidence. So, just when you get in the moments of this self-doubt, I really need you to understand that that is an illusion. That is not really what it is. This is the greatness. You are the greatness. You are becoming within yourself. You are headed towards your passion and your life purpose. So amazing so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some guidance here. Wow, that popped right out. I'm not surprised at that. All right, so I'm going to read this to you. Okay, and I really hope that this encourages you. I always read what these cards say, because they definitely have really great messages here for you. And this is so appropriate. I can't remember who else got this card, but again, this is another card that doesn't come out naturally a lot. So for you to get this goes right into what we're talking about here with the fountain and the mental clarity and the passion that the passionate new beginning that you'll have. All right, so with the Treasure Island card presenting itself, it is the law of attraction bringing dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. Okay, so this is clarification of what we just saw here in your reading. And the last thing that I'll say with this card is that it prompts you not to forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. And if we go back to the Queen of Coins here, she is also someone that is very generous and shares, all of her wisdom, her, anything that has to do with finances. It's not like she takes care of people, but she is generous, she is kind, she is compassionate. It's not like she's sitting on her high horse and is looking down at someone. She's going to share what she knows, she's going to share what she has, and she's totally dedicated to others. So Pisces, this is what I see for you guys. I'm so excited. Again, I want you guys to really understand that there is a shift happening within you, and you need to really recognize that it is not a fantasy. Don't allow someone to come in, from the past, dropping these swords in your back, making you feel like you're crazy because you feel so enthusiastic about all of these things headed your way. Continue to know that you have this mental clarity here, and you have some heightened intuition that they can't see. It's not for them to see, it's not for them to know. This is something from the universe. This is a gift. This is a shift in your favor. This is something that is going to bring you a new passionate beginning, Pisces. So again, just be careful of that energy. Please try not to get into that reflection of this can't be true. It is true, and it is here for you. And just use that and refuel it into confidence and compassion, and to be generous and dedicated to other people instead of internalizing it within yourself, really embracing it. And sometimes when you gain so much and it's overwhelming, it really helps you to give back. And even if it's in a small way, it keeps you grounded. It makes you feel more, genuine to yourself. And I know for some of you, you're afraid to hit the success because you don't want it to change who you are. And I fully get that. And I hear this in this reading now. You want to stay humble. You will stay humble because you are naturally that way, and you will give and you will be compassionate to others. So Pisces, this is your reading for the month of December. Also take note that this is going to flow well through January. I see it even flowing into, mid-February. So enjoy this ride, and of course we're going to touch base in January. And I'm just interested in seeing how many of you guys have really embraced this, what you guys have done with it, what you found out about yourselves. And for those of you that are traveling, I wish you happy and safe travels. And I hope that whatever it is that you're looking for, searching for, totally fulfills you. And I'm just excited to see what these new beginnings are. So Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. Until next time, your very next reading, in love and light.